Hedwig.
Work, girl.
Put on some makeup. Turn on the 8-track. I'm pulling the wig down from the shelf.
Woo!
I mean, yeah. What?
That's just a lot of hard work that Neil Patrick Harris was doing on that stage. Not to discredit anyone else doing any work on any other Broadway stage.
It's a lot.
But, whew.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. He's giving it and leaving it out there.
I mean, it's Hedwig, first of all.
I know, I almost don't even know what to say about it because it's such its own unique kind of thing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a musical, but it's almost a two-person show.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean it's not a musical, but, like, it's one of those shows that's a little more difficult to classify, that if the Tonys had a breakdown of different kinds of shows,
Right.
I don't know that I would put it in a regular old musical category. But I don't think it doesn't fit in the way that some other shows that have been there don't fit. If we were to compare it to another show, it's closest in form to Janis Joplin from this season, but it has original music. Not that I have an issue with shows that are jukebox musicals, because I don't, as long as they're done well. But it still was more of a linear structure than that. Like, it actually did tell Hedwig's story.
Right.
So, I don't know,
It's its own thing.
that's what I'm saying. It's like its own unique thing, and I'm not
Yeah.
necessarily saying I don't consider it a musical, but if we had some sort of further classification,
Right.
it's almost like I said, I almost want to call it a one-man show, but I don't want to discount Lena Hall because she was amazing.
She was fantastic. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I only wanted to touch on that just because I feel like it would be a little hypocritical if we didn't.
Yeah.
Just because we loved it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I think that, people trying to make one night only show jukebox things, take note. It's a different structure, it's an interesting structure, and it just works.
Yeah.
Love that set.
The set was awesome.
I love the explanation of the set. It's so funny. It's brilliant.
Yes. No spoilers.
Factual errors about where shit in New York is.
Well,
Lion King is 1 block away from the Belasco.
I also feel like some of those like jokes were improvised, so I don't know that Neil Patrick Harris was really paying attention to the fact that Lion King was 1 block up.
Right. It's stuff like that where it's like, it's not important, but why not just be correct?
Right.
It's 1 block up to Lion King.
Yeah.
Just be precise.
Right.
Still a funny joke. I think it's an equally funny joke if it's 6 blocks to Lion King or 1 block to Lion King. I think it's an equally, you're hitting the same humor note. Psh, just be accurate.
Yeah, I know, because also
you got assholes like us going, hey.
that's what I was gonna say. And there's a lot of New York jokes in it.
Yeah.
So, but that's why I honestly think that seemed improvised. We're jerks.
We are. Like, I'm fully aware that, like, this is such a minute critique and it's very specific to us and our extreme knowledge of New York geography and our asshole, how we're just like, it's only 1 block up to Lion King, it's not 6 blocks. Like, we're the assholes. Can I say that, like, I had a lot of thoughts about this artwork. And I sort of went back and forth about it because, on the one hand, I think this artwork is a little inauthentic to Hedwig because I think that she should be wearing her wig. But I understand why they chose to do this because obviously you're like, hey, audience, hey, potential audience members, Neil Patrick Harris, glitter.
Yeah.
You don't have to know what the show's about. You should just buy a ticket to it. Which I think is like kind of, in the one part of me, I'm like, I feel like that does the show a disservice. But I think at the end of the day, I think it's a good thing because I think that this doesn't alienate people. people who wouldn't go see
enough of something
enough
there
gayness
that you would be like, no, that show's not for me.
Right.
But enough of like, oh, that guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Right. I don't know what the show's about. Let's go see it.
And then
your closeted 14-year-old gay son will be like, and be like, what's happening? You know?
Yeah.
So in the end of the day, I have positive feelings about the artwork, although sometimes I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
Just because trans people don't have enough visibility in our society.
I get that.
Also, merchandise, I want one of those foam wigs. Hello, I would buy one of those, but spend at least up to $25 on one. And it's just a piece of foam, so $25 is
like... That's too much money for that.
Well, like, I'm thinking, like, Broadway merch prices.
Yeah.
Like, if you made it, like, 40, no way, man. But, like, 20, I think, is a reasonable price for a piece of foam at a Broadway theater. Do that! Missed opportunity. Maybe only sell them after the show so people don't try and wear them during the show because that's obviously a sightline issue. Yeah. Yeah. Or pass them out for free and it'll be like I saw Hedwig. I have one of these. Oh! I want one. Let's talk about Lena Hall.
Let's do it.
She's great.
She was great.
Fantastic. Voice. I loved all the hilarious jokes they had where like there was literally a part where she was like wailing on it and he unplugged her mic. Yeah. Which was really, really funny. Yeah. But also I was like, oh, I was listening to that.
I know.
Listening to that.
I know.
And I just like the end when she comes back out as Cyndi Lauper.
I know. She looked so much like Cyndi Lauper.
She looked
like her face.
Her face looked like Cyndi Lauper. Yeah.
Weird.
Which I never. It was so weird. Yeah. But I was like, whoa.
Yeah. That wig was like, I know it was Hedwig's old wig, but especially when she came back on, that like giant Tina Turner wig, but it was like very Lady Bunny to me.
Oh, it was very Lady Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, listen, like, I'm not saying like. Neil Patrick Harris is amazing, and I appreciate that he doesn't have an understudy, but, like, if Lena Hall was Neil Patrick Harris's understudy, and that happened, like, I would see that.
That's interesting.
You could really f around with gender. Glitter. There should have been a glitter confetti gun over the audience.
Yeah. Or, like, a confetti, not a glitter, right? Because, like, a huge mess in the Belasco.
Maybe. Mic work!
Mic work!
His mic work was amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit. There was so much, like, throwing it and then just catching it and singing. Oh my god. I was very impressed with that mic work.
I mean, he is a magician, so he's, like, good with his hands and is good at, like...
that stuff.
Yeah.
Eye-hand coordination.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, guys.
I'm so glad I got to see you in a show because I just enjoy him so much.
I know, he's so great. It's such a beautiful show. It's so devastating. Oh my god, you know what I really, 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 really loved was the projections during...
I was very curious about what they were going to do with Origin of Love. The one thing that stood out to me from the movie always was the Origin of Love animation. And it wasn't the same.
No, it was different.
But
it was new.
I like that it was new because half the people in that audience are there because they're Hedwig fans, if not more than half. So it's something that you find familiar but is still new to you, which I really, really loved.
I wonder if all the people that have the Origin of Love half tattoo feel like now they need to get
the other one,
the new animation of Two Faces. I like the original Two Faces if I was going to get a tattoo, personally. But I really enjoyed the new animation. And it was so beautiful, and it framed him, and, like, that song's my favorite song in the show.
But I could swear by your expression that the pain down in your soul was the same.